Sadiqa, what's up, D? Yeah, I'm back, man. It's been a minute. I was moving. You know what I mean? Jersey life doing me good. What's up, y'all? Though? I know y'all was mad at me. I lost a couple subscribers, but I don't really give a damn about that part. But I've been busy. Y'all seen what I've been up to, man. David Jenkins, what's up, man? Appreciate the phone calls too, man. I think I hit you back. You asked me to hit you so you can lock me in. I think I hit you. What up, VJ? He said, I would like to get into the following. I would, hold on, I need my glasses and shit. I can't see shit without these. And don't fucking crack on me. I hate these bitches. But he said I would like the info to follow the boxing side. This is going to be the boxing side. I'm doing both over here. But like I said, the studio keep changing. Not for the worst. Like good things is happening, so I'm not mad at that. But it keep creating downtime. I don't like the downtime. But it is what it is. But I got you. Hit me up on IG, VI, and I got you. Wayne's World, what up? DA Lee, what's good? Action Jackson, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's good? He said, damn, it's been 6 months. It ain't been 6 months. I've been going for like a month, dog. My last video was like October, November-ish, somewhere in there, man. I just moved. Like November 1st, I got the keys to here, and then I built the studio. So I built this whole joint myself too. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show y'all one of these days. I'll show y'all the whole, migration path, but I don't feel like doing that right now. But he said, man, Skip Rush, Osa, Mozzie, Morris, DMO, Ademo, J. Lou, and Chauncey need the love. Oh yeah, that's facts, man. All of them need love. Hold on. What's up? Who else in here? Surviving and Thriving, what's good? I think I know that one. Hold up. Who else? Reggie Hart, what's up, man? He said, what up, sir? Glad to see you back. I ain't really go nowhere, man. I did the fight in August. Y'all saw that one, and then I just did another one with Gillian Wallow. Shout out to them. But I did one number 20th with them too. So that was the other reason. The studio probably been done for almost 2 weeks, maybe. But I had a show to do. I had an event to do, so I couldn't really get away from it. My dogs is right behind me. So that's what you hear barking if you can hear them. I don't know if y'all hear them on my mic or not, but they distracted me. So I'm about to send word to tell them to shut up. Yeah, I'm out of Philly. I'm in Jersey now, Sadiq. Yeah, I'm in Jersey now. Hold on. Let me tell them shut up. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. What the fuck? Answer. Yeah, I'm live. Can you tell them to shut up? All right. Yeah. All right. Who else? James White, what's up? Who else we got in here? Yeah, I had to get out of there though. Philly. I mean, I'm not far from Philly though. I'm like 20 minutes out. Yeah, we talked about our text messages. Yeah, all right. I thought I talked to you. Uh-huh. He said, I think next year the Jones family will do the same thing they did this year, depend on the draft and nothing else. Jazzy Jeff, I mean, I don't really get, those like conspiracy theories to me, man. I don't really get into them because what's the point at the end of the day? Is like, it's their team. They're going to do what they want. And you got to look at it like this. The way I think and the way I am is the same way. Like, don't tell me what to do with my shit. I'm going to do what I want to do with my shit. So, how I'm going to tell Jerry Jones, hey, don't try to coach your team from the skybox, or don't you want to do your shit. It's your shit. You're going to do what you want. So, you gotta take that into account. But what I've been watching, in the nation is exactly how I thought it would play out. Like I'm really not as mad as everybody wants to be or want me to be. I know everybody been like, yo, what you got to say about this team or what you got to say about the way this year been going? I'm not that mad, man. And I said it last year. We've been overcoming it, so it's been like a spoiling effect. But you remember we lost Dak like 5 games one year. Cooper Rush came in. We wound up making 12-5 that season, right? And everybody was like, they was down on Dak, down on Mike McCarthy, down on the team, but that was spoiling us. Like most teams don't still hit 12-5 with that type of adversity. Then we had a year where last year, I think Tyron Smith, or maybe the year before that, last year, that was the same year. Tyron Smith rolled his hamstring. Tyler Smith had to come in and play left tackle. We had musical chairs on the offensive line. Everybody got hurt. I mean, everybody was getting hurt left and right? And we still ended up 12-5 again. And then this season, we had Zimmer coming in, and Zimmer had to deal with Nealon going down, D-Law going down, Parsons going down, Demo going down now. You know what I mean? Hendricks been in and out. He was down. So everybody going in and out and everybody going down, and that's what your defensive coordinator dealing with. Then you got the offensive side of the ball, same way. Like everybody's hurt. So I didn't expect us to keep pulling rabbits out of our hat when the competition's getting stiffer and we got off to a slow start and the injuries was like plaguing the hell out of this team. So I'm glad to see that they fighting. They still seem like they give a damn about winning, which is a good thing. It's a good thing for you as a fan because you see them, playing hard. Bad thing if you just was like in it for the draft, like you want to be at the top of the draft, you're probably pretty pissed off right now. But it's a good thing for you to see that the team is still rallying behind McCarthy and trying to win. Now, if you think that McCarthy should be gone. You probably thought that anyway. And yes, it is a good opportunity to get rid of McCarthy if that's what you think. I'm not here to tell you to like him or dislike him. I'm just saying going 12-5 3 years in a row and then, dealing with injuries the way we did this year, I'm not surprised and I'm not really that mad, in regards to the way we look. It is what it is. Uh, Daniel, what's good? He said, "Great to see you back, AKOYE. Great to be back, man. Y'all know y'all don't pay my bills. Y'all send super chats like once every 2-3 years. So I'll be having to do other things, man. Like I had to go out and do my promoting and run my businesses. So this is always going to take it's gonna be my side John when it comes to that until this becomes something major. But I ain't going nowhere. So appreciate that though. Appreciate that. Somebody just pulled out it was Wayne's World. He pulled out a message. He said skip Rush, man. Yeah, we could skip Rush. I mean, Rush looked like he was he's scared of the Eagles for some reason. I don't know what it is, but he started playing like ass every time he played the Eagles, and he loves CJ Gardner Johnson. He keep throwing that man the ball. I think out of all the interceptions that Rush has thrown against the Eagles the last 2 times he played them, I think all of them, or maybe 4 of them, went to CJ. At least three went to CJ Gardner Johnson, which is crazy in 2 games. But Eagles got his number, I guess. He don't really play well against them, and I think Dak does that a lot too with certain teams, like Vic Fangio. He don't play. He used to not play well against Fangio. I don't think that that's still a thing because that too high safety don't really bother Dak as much. But this year, Dak just didn't seem right. He seemed kind of like flat most of the season. So who knows if that's what it was with him? But we'll get him back next year too. But regardless, we can skip digging in and like going hard on Cooper Rush based on that. But you know what I'm saying? I just looked at it like, most people probably was pissed off and wanted to talk about him and go in on him. Uh-huh. Most people wanted to go in on him. But getting to Osa, I mean, I don't really know what you want me to say about Osa other than the fact that Osa a dog and he been balling most of the year, in my opinion. I think Osa always is going to be a lineal pass rusher in the league if he wants to be. My problem with Osa has always been his run support and how well, and how stout he is at the point of attack. A guy that comes in on third downs, maybe, but a guy early in the drives, if he's not fresh, Osa gets worn down because he's an undersized. I'm not even gonna say undersized, not little. Osa 100 pounds, but he was 285 when he got in the league, and I don't know what it is, but he gets moved off the ball when it comes to the run game. He's been playing a lot better this year though, so I'm happy Osa doing what he's doing. Mozzie too. Mozzie been quietly playing like a solid 2nd round pick. You know what I mean? Last year he was playing like a 4th round pick. This year he looked like a 2nd round pick most of the season. I like what Mozzie's doing. I still want him to show me that he can be dominant, not just flash. He's still flashing right now, but he's not dominating the way I want him to. But he's been better, miles better. Like if this is what we got from Mozzie last year, I would have said, "Oh, that was a solid rookie season." This is a good sophomore season for Mozzie as well. I like what Mozzie's doing out there. So to give him his love is crazy. Demo, I didn't really get a chance to. I wasn't live during that time. I wasn't doing my show, but that broke my heart watching what Demo did and watching what happened to him, man. That was crazy. Alpha Mason, what's up, man? Yeah, make sure you're hitting that like button. Y'all know what's up. But yeah, that broke my heart watching what happened to Demo, watching Demo go out, man. Because watching him showed me that we wasn't wrong. All these years we talking about like Jalen Smith. Was Jalen Smith good? We used to argue whether or not L People be online like, yeah, LV is about to, come back from injury and take over and do something special for the team. But LV was ass, man. He was ass. And I'm glad Demo came in doing what he's doing, because Demo coming in and playing the way he's played showed me that we wasn't the fuck wrong at all. I know I wasn't, because in one season, I don't need somebody could pull up the stats. I don't feel like leaving the screen to pull up the stats, but somebody pull up Demo stats. And I'll show you. Like, because last year I remember I was arguing about but Rashad Evans had, I think, 56 tackles for loss in the same amount of time, same amount of years that LV had been playing, right? And I'm like, seasons. I think Demo got like, I don't even know how many tackles for loss he got this year, but I know he probably got more this season than LV had in his entire career. And you can look that up. I think LV's tackles for loss was like 12. And I know he had more sacks, you know what I'm saying? But in one season at a level that neither Jalen nor LV ever got to. And these guys are technically, both of them are technically rookies. So linebacker core from last year to this year, you got to say it improved. I wouldn't say our pass rush improved, but you got guys like Sam Williams out. You got guys like Nealon that's young. You got D-Law hasn't played at all. So, I wouldn't think the pass rush would improve the impact. And I'm not glad he got hurt, but I'm glad that Parsons got a chance to step out this season, because you got an opportunity to see, what impact he has versus what we look like without him. Like the time that we had him down and he wasn't playing, we were a different team. We were a different team. So looking at what he's done and what the defense has looked like since he's been back, the team has been in almost every game that he's been back. I mean, this one looked pretty bad. I think we could have been in this one without the turnovers, to be honest with you. But, it got away from us, and you let the Eagles get away from you like that, it's going to get bad, especially on the road. But he said, Troy Deli said, turns out LV and Smith were ass. That's fact. When you compare them to what you see out of Kendricks, Marist, and Demo, yeah, they was ass. Like, they was bad. That shit was horrible, dog. That shit was horrible, dog. Like, that's crazy. But it is what it is. Hold on, I got a super chat too. Hold on a second. Y'all reach 1,000, I might strip. For the ladies, you know what I'm saying? For the ladies. Pause. VI Cowboy said, showing love for all your takes on here. We promote Vigil linebacker. Oh, I like Vigil. Vigil solid, man. Vigil not like he not a nut. Like, I mean, he a good veteran, you know what I mean? And he knows the scheme. But I think Zimmer gonna stay. If you get rid of Zimmer, I think that would be a dumb move unless you go out this year and if we really do get rid of McCarthy and go after a Belichick or something like that, then yeah, it makes sense to get rid of Zimmer if you bring in a defensive minded head coach. Other than that, I think it should be mandatory that we keep him. We should definitely keep him, just for the fact that if you look at what he's done this year with musical chairs all around the board, everybody's been hurt. Everybody. I have my criticisms. I think that at the end of the day, when you look at Wilson, you know what I'm saying? You look at Wilson and say, hey, and early in the season, I think that he wasn't playing his best ball, but at the same time, Parsons wasn't here either. So that's what I think Parsons' impact is most visible, is the fact that, yeah, when he was out, you saw our secondary get exposed in certain portions, right? Where they still getting beat a little bit now, but not as bad as we were. Like, we've been a lot better in the last 5 weeks, last 6 weeks. So with that said, I think Zimmer earned his right to stay, and I think Parsons showed his impact. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the things that I was criticizing Wilson in the secondary for were partly due to the fact that the pass rush wasn't that scary, man. You got to, when you have to blitz everybody to bring pressure and affect the quarterback, yeah, your coverage going to suffer, man. Especially when you got Wilson out there covering one-on-one against, Kittles and shit like that. They was getting killed, man. I'm glad I wasn't on. And I probably would have got canceled had I been going live during that era, because it was just, I was pissed off. I was saying crazy shit. So I'm glad. I didn't even go heavy on Twitter, because it's like, I realize on Twitter, man, a lot of people come at me just to be coming at me. And I'm like, I'm wasting all my time arguing all day on Twitter for no damn reason. That shit don't make no sense. Hold on, so. Oh yeah, somebody text me. But yeah, outside of that, like I said, appreciate the super chat, but I feel like Zimmer has done a great job with the revolving door at every position that we've had. We haven't had Diggs and Bland play together for I think more than one game this season. You know what I'm saying? So our linebackers have been in musical chairs. Safety's been solid. Hooker and Wilson's been here the whole time, but you lost Wanye for a little bit. You know what I mean? And then the defensive line we already know. So Zimmer to me is a keeper. I like what he's done so far this season with a healthy Micah Parsons. I like what he's been doing. And a healthy Demo, this defense was looking dangerous. Very. We need a coach to instill discipline. So sick of hearing about 12-5 seasons, completely irrelevant if you lose at the end. McCarthy sucks. I mean, I feel you, Diesel. Like I said, I'm not here to tell people how to feel about McCarthy because I can understand the side of the argument when you say you want to do away with him. I can get that. You know what I mean? But when you unpack and you start saying, I'm tired of hearing about the 12-5 seasons, you know what you would have been tired of hearing about, though? The 5-12 seasons. If you went 3, 5-12 seasons, that you'll be tired of that a lot quicker than you would 12-5. I guarantee that, bro. You probably wouldn't even be a Cowboy fan no more if you went 5-12 3 times straight over the last 3 years, whether that's McCarthy or anybody. So I feel you on the you're tired of hearing about it, but it's a lot easier to say that standing on this side of the fence. Even now, we in the middle of the pack, and this is considered a horrible season for us. Yeah, we still kind of in the middle. You know what I mean? We not ass, but we ass. You know what I'm saying? So this in the middle of the pack right here, and this is bad. You know what I mean? But if this is our bad, this is our floor. I'm still not that mad. Y'all call me an optimist. You call me whatever the fuck you want to call me, but I'm not that mad. I'm not that mad, man. I ain't that mad. Maybe I'm just cut different, man. But I've been around some losing ass Cowboy teams, and I've been around Eagles fans while I did it. So this ain't really that. Like Eagles fans even saying, "Oh, y'all was injured this season." They ain't even trying to fuck with me. Even Lord Brunson hit me and be like, "Yeah, y'all was just," and he want to troll me, but he like, "Yeah, y'all was just injured this season. It don't feel right kicking the dog while they hurt." You know what I'm saying? If we was healthy, getting blown out like this, getting beat up like this the entire season, that'd be a different conversation. Even if we were middle of the pack, but to be injured as we were and still end up where we are right now is like, I'm not that mad, bro. Hold on, let me see what else y'all saying here. Hold on. What's up, David? I know you came to argue. What you want to argue, man? We need to keep losing at this point. Yeah, we do. Get better picks and build and the best we can for next year and beyond. I mean, that's always a fact. But what I say to everybody who keep talking about picks, like we have other than Micah Parsons in the last 5 to 10 years. Yeah, other than Micah Parsons, I can't think of the last time we had near a top 10 pick. Like we've been in teens in the 20s, but we never really are a top 10. So for us to be the team that drafts so well, and we do, for us to be that team, and we keep talking about draft stock, I don't really put that much stock in being at the top of the draft. I really don't. I don't put that much into it because I feel like we find gems that are cut for this team's traits almost anywhere. You know what I mean? We find them all over the draft. Like we found Dak in the 4th round. We found Bland in the 5th. Found Diggs in the 2nd. You know what I mean? We found Sam Williams in the 2nd. Micah Parsons was a top, but that's about it. You know what I mean? And Micah Parsons was a linebacker that nobody wanted. Nobody liked him. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted him. You know what I mean? Everybody was pissed off when we picked Micah Parsons. Like, why we pick a linebacker that's been sitting on the shelf for a year, didn't even play, and now everybody love him or want to trade him either. But at the end of the day, you know, we draft very well. So I really don't give a fuck where we draft him at, man. Once I know what our draft pick is, I think somebody just said we had 12 right now. Once I know where we end up, then yeah, I'll start doing, you know, the draft roundup and the evaluations of players. Now my studio is in my house. I don't got to drive around to or go to another building to get on. So now you guys will see me a lot more because I could just get up in the middle of the night, come downstairs, do my thing. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful. So I love it here. You know what I mean? I love it. Jersey, I'm a New Jerseyan now. I be talking shit. Like you don't even understand, man. I'm happy to be the fuck out of Philly. I ain't going front, man. It's like riding around with guns on you at all times get kind of crazy. And I start to understand like real PTSD shit, man. I'm dead serious. Y'all don't even understand. And I ain't, I ain't talking hard, none of that. Y'all know how I am. But at the same time, it's like it's crazy to feel like, you leave your door unlocked, it's cool, or you could ride around and you ain't gotta have a pistol in your lap all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's really how Philly is. That's not a joke. So I'm happy to be out of there. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. But what else I was saying to you? He said you bring them desert fresh from the oven. Podcast from the closet was good. He said 2025 fire Big Mike and promote Zim problem solved. That ain't problem solved though, but I mean Zim did have AP and he will run the fuck out the football though. So you might have a point with that. I won't even front. That would be, if you do fire McCarthy, that would be a heavy consideration of mine, Zimmer. I wouldn't be mad if we made Zim the head coach. I think with Zim being the head coach, you go get you a young, innovative offensive coordinator. And when I say young, innovative, I don't mean a Kellen Moore type that's just trying it out, cutting his teeth. I mean a guy that like that's on some. You go rob somebody like Shanahan. You go rob his tree. You know what I mean? You go shake a tree and see what fall out somewhere that where there's offensive prowess. I think the dude, what's the boy name from Detroit? Um, Damn, he a football family too. I forgot his name, the offensive coordinator over there though. He vicious, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about though. But he vicious. Somebody like that. Yeah, I would bring somebody like that in here and then change the culture here. I think Zimmer being the head coach would change the culture here and make us a little more evil. I think we're more evil on defense right now because Zim's here. The way we've been playing linebacker, as I said earlier, we haven't played that way in well over 10 years. I think I got to go back to Sean Lee, but Sean Lee was injured all the time, and Sean Lee was like a asterisk. He was like a anecdotal reference, meaning he was an anomaly. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like the culture at linebacker at that time was vicious. It's just that Sean Lee was a special player. But outside of that, you got to go back to Dexter Coakley, that when Bill Parcells era to see like linebacker play where we looked like we were formidable at linebacker. Maybe LaRondo McClain, that type of shit. You know what I mean? Brady James, those guys. Like that's when we would smack you at linebacker. Right now, we got that though. We got some young athletes. That's crazy. I hope Demo gets back to full speed and do what he's been doing, but it is what it is. I like the direction we're going defensively. I really do. Oh yeah, that's crazy. You did bring that up. It amazes me how no one mentioned us losing Josh Butler. Josh Butler was good. I like Josh Butler. He was solid. Nobody talking about Carson either though. I think Carson, Josh Butler, they both played well. They both played well. Carson played well enough. You know what I mean? He got roasted during the beginning of the season, but I think part of that had to do with one, Bland got hurt. Nobody thought that Carson would come in and have to carry the load that early because we got Jay. Hey, I'm gonna finish this statement about Carson, then I'm gonna get into this. Uh, but Carson having to come in that early and Parsons not being pass rush being hampered, I think that's a lot of pressure on that young guy. But at the same time, that's good for Carson. I think the best thing for you when you early in the game with in anything you're doing is get your ass kicked, bomb early, because early success sets you up for a late failure, and you don't know how to recover from that failure because you ain't been doing shit but winning. You know what I'm saying? But getting your you know what I'm saying? In life, I've been like that. Like, I get my ass kicked in certain shit that I'm doing, certain business endeavors that I start. I fall flat on my fucking face. But when I climb out of that, ain't shit you could tell me because I've seen everything I need to see in regards to this the business that I'm in or whatever it is that I'm doing. You know what I mean? You cut your teeth and you get your PhD in it that way. You know, the other way you got kind of like a undergrad or some fluff. You know what I mean? But when you want your PhD in any subject, get your ass kicked first. Start from the bottom, work your way up. You'll know everything that's going on. You know what I mean? But I say all that to say, I was talking about Carson and I'm talking about how no one expected to play, and that's because we had J. Lou here. That was our third corner, right? And I said, hey, because everybody was giving J. Lou hell last season, man. J. Lou this year has been our best corner. And that doesn't mean he's better than Bland all of a sudden. It's just that he's put up the best play this season at cornerback because Bland hasn't been here to do it. Diggs hasn't really been healthy to do it. J. Lou has not only played better than he's not playing better than those guys because they are playing like ass or something or because they're hurt. I mean, he stepped his game up on a different level. Like J. Lou's been balling the fuck out, man. And y'all gotta give him his flowers, especially those who were trying to chase him out of here last year. Y'all gotta give him his flowers. Better picks equals better chance at elite players like Lamb and Parsons. I mean, you're right. I'm not gonna argue that. You know, I'm not arguing with you about that day. But at the same time, it's like I just don't care. I feel like when you're looking for certain players, especially with the way the first round of the draft goes, everybody go heavy quarterback, even though most of those quarterbacks don't really pan out, right? Everybody goes heavy offensive line, and they be about 50-50 on the offensive line because offensive line players really, you got a high pedigree offensive line player, you're gonna do all right. But that's what gets picked early in pass rushers. You know what I mean? Unless you're like an elite special skill player, like a elite wide receiver, elite running back, you know, probably not getting picked top 10, top 15. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna happen. So with the way we pick based off of certain traits. I don't think we look at the same players. Like the way we go after it, like nobody was really obviously looking at Micah Parsons the way we were. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we evaluate players the same, and that just speaks to the scouting department for the Cowboys, man. Yeah, that's just what it is. So I like wherever we end up as far as our draft stock. King Reezy, what's up, man? He said, "Congrats on the new place, AKOYE. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you. Need that." Ben Johnson, yeah, that's his name. That's his name. Uh, you know who I would take too? I would take John Gruden too. Yeah. He said Carson had me missing boss. Yo, bro. He said Carson had me missing Boss Man Fat. You crazy as shit for that. Boss Man Fat was trash, bro. I can't say that he was as bad as Boss Man Fat. Carson was booty. He's a good tackler, but as a cover corner and a playmaker on the ball, Carson was very disappointing. Um, like I said, I can't evaluate a player when we didn't have a pass rush while he was playing. He got dinged up, but we didn't have a pass rusher when he was playing. Tell me what corner was balling during that phase of the season? We wasn't getting turnovers from anybody. Everybody looked ass during that phase except for Josh Butler. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looked pretty bad when we couldn't, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's any team. You show me any team, show me a good cover corner and without a pass rush at all. None that could just cover all day. It's not that many of those. There's some of them in the league. Like I think Jalen Ramsey, one of those guys. I think that obviously Patrick Surtain is one of those guys. I think Diggs is one of those guys because he's going to bait you and play with you. I think that Bland is probably one of those guys that's going to get his shit off no matter what. But it's not that many of those in the league. Most corners will get beat, especially on double moves. If you got too much time to pull off double moves, it's going to happen to you. So and he's a rookie. I'm not mad at Carson. No, I'm glad he got his ass kicked. I am. Philly put them jumping cables on them Cowgirls. Dope boy, you must be a Philly fan. I ain't mad at you. Y'all, you already know how I am. I talk so much shit about Philly. When y'all win, or any other team, when y'all win, y'all got the right to come here and talk shit. Just don't talk shit to the people. Talk shit about the team. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck about that. Just don't flood my fucking timeline because then I gotta put you out of here. I don't want to do that. I said that point about the draft because we need a lot of things this offseason. We only draft so a higher pick will allow us to potentially get the best player possible. I don't agree with you though. I don't think we need a lot of shit, man. I think everybody keeps saying that because we looked average this year, but I think we showed that we got a lot of shit this year because everybody got a lot of time to play. So you got extended looks at guys that you wouldn't have got to see that we've been well. Awesome Richards looked okay. He got dinged at right guard. Hoffman is a better right guard than he is a center. I like what we got out of right guard with Hoffman. You know what I mean? I think we need a right tackle, obviously. I think that Guyton is what I thought Guyton was. He's a development player, but I think he'll be a lot better when he hit the weight room this year. So I don't look at we needing a whole lot at the on offensive line. I think we can kind of see our future there. I like TJ Bass. I like a lot of things that we have going on the offensive line. I think we need a running back, but Ain't nobody drafting a running back top 10 anyway. I don't think we would have. You know what I mean? Except for what Genty, whatever the fuck his name is. That's it. Other than that, you can get a running back second, third, fourth round, fifth round. They're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? I like what Rico did for us this year. He just shout out to Rico going over 1,000 yards too. But I don't think we need a whole lot linebacker room. I think we should draft a linebacker if Kendricks is not coming back. But I like Morris and Kendricks starting the season next year, and then Demo coming back in the middle of the year. Once Demo back, I don't give a fuck who the fourth linebacker is, really. You know what I'm saying? Safety room. Um, no, I like what we have behind the two starters if one of those guys should leave. You know what I mean? If Wilson or Hooker's gone and you told me that Wanye is going to play or Bell is going to play or Mukwamu is going to play, cool with that. I ain't mad at that. At corner, if Diggs is back fully healthy next year and Bland is healthy next year and J. Lou's back and Carson is sitting on the bench somewhere, I'm cool with where we at corner. You know what I mean? Wide receiver, we use another wide receiver in this piece. We need a lot. You got to unpack that for me, Dave, but I'll let you do that. I know you will. Butler is a gem. I followed him for 4 years. He was CB1 in Michigan State pre-COVID and didn't get a pro day. Damn, that's wild. That sucks for him. But I think what he's put up here, as long as Zimmer is still here, I think he'll get another opportunity here. As long as Zimmer's here, I think he deserves it. Butler did ball. I like Butler. He was balling. He said, yeah, Derrick Henry stiff arm Kalen Carson. He was never the same again. Well, who the fuck is the same after Derrick Henry stiff arm you, though, bro? Booth was flat-footed, and I don't understand why. Zim was trying to bring pressure, and Booth was standing there like Devontae Smith couldn't get run past him. I don't think he knew the play. I don't think he knew what was going on. He said he need more time with Duke Merriweather. Now he need more time with Duke Merriweather. He need more strength. That's it. I don't think he need more time. He need more physicality. He need to get strong, and we need to change our offensive philosophy. The main problem I've had this year with Mike McCarthy and his play calling, all of the play calling, even with the way we use Zeke, because everybody brought up Zeke too. I know Dave gonna hit me with that, but my main issue with the way we played and deployed our offense this year is when you got young guys, especially a guy like a Guyton, right, and a guy like BB and Hoffman, you got guys that you want to get going, right? You throw tunnel screens. Everybody does it to us because we don't want to deal with the pass rush when Michael Parsons healthy. You throw bubble screens, tunnel screens. You throw screen passes. You run off tackle. You run dives. You're not running them for the yards early. You're running them to soften up the defense. Mike McCarthy comes out firing, and he puts our offensive line on skates early in games, every game, and he's been doing this for years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at it like the offensive line is bad or anything. I think you need to give them opportunities to do what they do best. Allow them to hit the defense first. And when you say what happened to Zeke, I don't think anything happened. We'll be at 3rd and 1 and it'll be Rico out there, or you'll put motherfucker Hunter out there. And I'm like, this is a Zeke moment. Put Zeke in there for Zeke moments. I don't think Zeke should have ever been the bell cow back. That was asshole retarded. But to do that for most of the year, I don't know why we were doing it. Rico should have been our starter, and then Zeke is the guy that you bring in for tough yards. We still haven't figured that the fuck out. So I think it was like Zeke's fan favorite or his favoritism in the locker room got it so that they kind of just said it's Zeke's job. And I think that was where the problem was. But if Rico wasn't even starting most of the season and still hit 1,000 yards, that tell you Rico would have had 1,300, 1,400 yards this year had we just let him start. And Zeke would have got you an easy 500 with 5, 6, maybe 7 touchdowns if you'd have just let the motherfucker run when he's supposed to run. We weren't using him properly either. None of them. So that is my criticism on Mike McCarthy is the run game. Like him and Schottenheimer, Scolari, I don't think that it's a shoddy Scolari thing, to be honest with you. I think it's more Mike McCarthy. But and the reason I say that is Cooper Rush. Whenever Cooper Rush comes in, you can tell that the game plan changes, right? And we get more physical, right? When Dak got hurt before, we did the same thing. We started running the ball more. Zeke looked great then too. And that's because we based the emphasis on pounding the rock. Ground to pound became our game. When Dak is healthy, we want to spread it out and throw it, and we run out of these spread looks, and it's just dumb. He did it today in the third quarter. It's like he ran a zone read or inside zone run at right after Rico ran a good run. He ran an inside zone right after that, and it got blown the fuck out of him. I'm like, yo, why are you running those two plays back to back? Like it just be two off the wall, totally different looking plays. Never like banging off of each other. You know what I mean? He never builds a tree off of his successes. That's Mike McCarthy. He's like scatterbrain when it comes to that. So I do criticize that. And like I said, I don't love or hate him. I can understand the justification of keeping him if you wanted to keep him. He had a lot of injuries to deal with this year, and the team still seemed to want to fight for him. And I can understand wanting to throw him off a fucking cliff. I get both. So I'm not gonna argue either way you want to do it. Big Pat, what's up? Good to see you too, buddy. He said Scolari and Blasco have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, probably not. They said he said not giving Zeke the ball in spots where he's best is all you should know. Uh, they know he don't got it anymore. Yeah, Zeke did it one thing earlier in the season. I think he did like a jump cut and didn't get no kind of lift off the jump cut, and that was the end of me tweeting about Zeke. I was like, damn, Zeke, god damn, Zeke, just run a straight line, bro. Like all he gotta do is I would just say torpedo forward. You know what I mean? He couldn't do it. So it was like, I mean, every man gonna come to that point in their life at some point where you was the bull, you know what I mean, but your performance ain't gonna go the same way you thought it would, you know what I mean, as you get older. And Zeke, one of them knees ain't got it no more, Brody. I see that. So I mean, Zeke gave us what he could, though. I still ain't mad at the pickup and bringing him back because, what I saw from him with the Patriots, I'm like, all right, that's good enough to be a short yardage guy. You know what I mean? I think I think that he could have done better, though, had we given him the rock when he was supposed to get the rock, which is 3rd and 1, shit like that. Mike McCarthy, he said Mike McCarthy threw the ball at 3rd and 1. That's crazy. They don't like Zeke no more, though. I think Zeke did something in the locker room because Rico wasn't fucking with him when Rico first, that game with Zeke wasn't supposed to play. He didn't travel with the team that first game back. Zeke on the sideline went to go give Rico a high five. Rico walked right by him like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Okoye, you stated our offensive linemen are okay. Do you believe we need another O-line coach? I do believe we need another O-line coach. Yep, I do. Yeah. Mike McCarthy need to be gone. All right, I ain't gonna argue with you. Like I said, I ain't here to tell you that he need to stay. I'm not gonna make an argument for him. I just said like I ain't that mad at him, but I do think that we can do better offensively. I think that Dak and Cooper Rush they need like a quarterback friendly offensive coordinator. And when I say quarterback friendly, the biggest thing you could do for a quarterback is run the fucking football. That's the best thing you could do for him. That's a QB friendly offensive coordinator. The ones who just want to, line up and go, air it out, they actually are not QB friendly in my opinion because like you'll see, they put a lot more pressure on your offensive line than anything else, and you get I think that's to me that's a flawed strategy. My pop said after watching Derrick Henry, he don't think Zeke took the best care of himself. Hard to argue. Yeah. Well, Zeke wasn't one of those guys like Derrick Henry that was hiring guys like Zeke. I think Derrick Henry spent like 250. He spent like 250K every offseason on his body just to make sure he got it going into the offseason. So I don't think Zeke was doing that. Zeke was like eating Twinkies and shit. But here's the thing: that's talented Zeke is. We got talent versus skill. A lot of people can't tell when you're standing back, right? Like speaking from a talented person, talent don't beat skill when skill is prepared. You know what I'm saying? Talent is good, but talent don't beat skill when skill don't prepare. Like I can box, I can do most things, and anything that you want me to do in the gym, I can go do. But I ain't work hard. I ain't give a fuck about the gym. I was trying to be working, doing whatever I was doing. You know what I mean? Try to get money, shit like that. Talent ain't gonna get you nowhere if you don't got the discipline to go with it. You know what I'm saying? And Zeke is one of those guys. Like, look how far talent had took him when he wasn't doing shit in the off season, but probably fucking and chilling. You know what I'm saying? But still coming out running through your face, and he just do it. That's just what it is. He could just run through your face. But caught up to him. I think Derrick Henry is, his talent is his size, and he can run like a deer for that size. But you can see that he treats this like a true science and a profession. So I mean, that kudos to him for that. I can't hate on that. Can't hate on that. When Jerry, here we go, Doughboy. He said when Jerry got rid of Amari Cooper, I knew they fucked up. Amari Cooper and CD. Oh man, you ain't lying. Like Amari Cooper and CD Lamb on this team would be sick, especially with guys like Turp and those guys coming in there, mixing in there. You know what I mean? That would have been something. I ain't gonna front. Yeah, Tolbert, those guys. Yeah, Zeke looked bad when he shuffled that TD down when he stuffed that TD down Tampa's throat. Right, Dallas needs a running back coach and a game plan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He looked all right when he did that. When we need to get an O line coach from either Detroit or San Fran, facts, or Miami, any of those trees. He said talent can't beat skill. Say that louder for the people in the back of Koye. Now that's a fact. Like look at a guy like Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins. Early in their career, they fought. But Bernard Hopkins couldn't fuck with Roy, but he was more skilled. But he couldn't fuck with him because Roy was just that much of a talent. Late in their careers, though, Bernard fought till he was 50. So did Roy. But Roy don't look like Bernard because Roy is fighting from skill. I mean, talent. And Bernard is fighting from just skill and training. Skill is developed. Talent, you're born with. You know what I mean? You just got some sort of skill set that God gave you. Like you might be super tough. You might be able to take pain like Zeke. You might just be sturdy than a motherfucker. You might be fast. Whatever that natural talent is, if you surround that with discipline and you cultivate your skills that support that talent, you damn near unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? But most don't do that because that requires discipline and balance and also some foresight. Everybody don't got that. Zeke also carried the offense for years. Body just wore down way too quick because of it. Why I keep saying quick? Zeke been in the league since 2016. That's not quick, right? He been in the league since 2016. That ain't quick. As a running back, he a running back. That's what running backs get 3 years tops usually. Zeke done had a solid run. It's a solid run. He breaking down right when he should. AKOYE, last year you broke down information about ex-players saying that the training staff was not good. Do you believe this is why we had so many injuries this year? 100. Ain't no way you could tell me these motherfuckers is in the weight room the right way. Ain't no way. Even with Dak injury is those soft tissue injuries like that. We keep having dudes tear their whole hamstring and shit like that. When you tear your hamstring, it's because you're not stretching, you're not warming up, you're not getting loose. You know what I'm saying? Your body's not used to moving around and running. You're getting all these soft tissue injuries and ACL tears and shit like that. You ain't putting stress on those joints and those ligaments and those muscle groups if that's what's constantly happening to your guys. You know what I mean? They're not prepared, they're not running. And I don't know what these guys are doing in the offseason together, but they don't seem like they ready. You know what I mean? Like we're not. When you look at the Eagles and look at how sturdy they are, like even the bull who got hurt, number 77, what the fuck his name was, they fell into his leg today, right? Big as shit, but these dudes look sturdy as hell. Like the Eagles' offensive line looked like they would eat the Cowboys' offensive line, other than Tyler Smith and BB maybe. Our offensive line look like they need to eat. They look hungry than a motherfucker. Everybody. I'm like, yo, nah, those bulls look fucking sturdy than a motherfucker. Pause. But you know what I'm saying though. Like, we definitely need more in the training room. And even, some of these players need to go and take it a step further on their own as well. But, you know, I'll say it like this, man. I've seen just regular guys, like boxers or regular guys on the streets that work out, in my opinion, harder than some of the pros that I've seen. You know what I mean? And it speaks volumes when you look at guys like Sam Williams didn't play a snap. Demo, you know what I mean, hurt his knee, but the way Demo hurt his knee, they laid on that motherfucker. So that's different. But he hurt his knee last year, soft tissue injury, the ACL tear, just no contact. Then you got Josh Butler, ACL. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of guys that just keep going down with weird ass injuries. Like Dak, I didn't even see what happened to Dak for him to get injured like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, something wrong with the training staff, man. You need some animals back there. You need somebody that go find motherfucking Greg Lloyd or something. You know what I mean? Somebody who work out intently, or James Harrison, somebody like that. He probably won't even come to the Cowboys. He probably go to Pittsburgh. But you need somebody like that can teach these guys how to become manimals. We don't got that in the training staff. That go a long way. I know somebody, right? Somebody that I was like going back and forth with in the city, right? I'm cool with, rapper. Got into a beef, literally. He got in a beef in the neighborhood called Beirut in Philly. Got shot in the chest with an AK. Like somebody drove by, shot a bunch of people on his block. They shot him in the chest too. He got shot in the chest with AK, but he had just came home. He chases dude, chases the car, don't know he shot yet. Falls because he realized he shot. And they told him like the bullet, had he not been in such good shape, the bullet would have definitely went all the way through him. The bullet got caught up in his muscle, like on some Dragon Ball Z shit. You know what I'm saying? So the difference between injuries or death even comes down to how sturdy and how well constituted you are physically. Like, you know what I mean? I remember Ray Lewis used to get hit. He'd be like, man, you can't hurt this. I'm a machine. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You got to prepare that way. I don't. I'm a regular bull. But if you in the league, you better be a motherfucking minimal. That's it. So, yeah, something wrong with the training staff, man. I agree. Martrius Adams. What's up? Who else? Dak needs more than that Dak Twitch he does on the field. Yeah, he needs a lot more. Yes, Akoye, I was wondering how in the hell that Dak how did he tear his hamstring? Like I said, it don't take a lot. Like I fucked my hamstring up before, playing Turkey Bowl, but so it don't take a lot. But when it happened, I just think I stepped into like a little pot or a dip in the grass, and it gave when I was trying to like plant my foot. But once it happened, it's a constant thing. But yeah, that was just freak. That was weird, man. Tyler Guyton looked like a looked like a long snapper. That's fact. Like I'm dead serious. Like usually, offensive lineman, like some of the Eagles' offensive linemen, up with some big ass motherfucker though, right? Buying a bunch of hoodies. But I'm like, yeah, I would shoot him. You know what I'm saying? I would shoot him. Some of our offensive linemen, I might square up on them. Like they don't seem that they don't look like they so big where like I wouldn't even fight this bull. You know what I mean? They don't look that like they that big. So man, dead serious. Damn, what's wrong with my jump? There we go. Carl. Okoye, I'm 70 years old, eat the best food, fast, and work out every day, walk 30 miles a week. These guys don't take care of themselves. See what I'm saying? You probably cut up like a bag of dope, too. See what I'm saying? Pause. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't take care of themselves. I'm 41. I'm 41. But the problem is it's not just the Cowboys, it's this generation. The generations that came up after us, like a lot of these youngins, man. What do you call them? They Gen Z? I don't know what Gen something. Whatever Gen they are. After the 90s. The 90s is like the end of it. The 2000s and beyond, though, if you 24 or around 24 or younger, they soft as Q-tip cotton. It ain't that hard. That's the beautiful thing about life right now, man. Not to become a life coach on this, John, but if you can discipline yourself now, right? The young guys, like Davey, I know you young, game changer, all y'all young as shit. Y'all can on yourselves for a year. Son, shout out to little Darius. My son, both my sons, they just started jujitsu probably like 2 years ago. Strong as hell, but they tearing these young boys up. They 20 and 17. Because I told them the same thing. If you could discipline yourself at this age, in this era, like you'll run past these young boys because everybody's soft as Q-tip cotton. They soft. My son's beating dudes that have been doing jujitsu since they was kids because most of them soft as shit. All you gotta do is really just be prepared, be strong, and be ready to get busy. Not have no fear, man. And that's been showing to me that you can run past a lot of these guys as far as your progression and so on. So these dudes right now in this era, man, shout out to you being 70, man. I hope you make it to 100 plus. But yeah, these dudes in this era, they just ain't got it, man. The Giants just won over the Colts. That's crazy. I believe you look into McCarthy's teams in Green Bay with A-Rod. They had a lot of injuries. No, they did. They had a lot of injuries. He would overcome those. That's true. Part of being a coach is overcoming injury, but having injuries like throughout the entire team like this, like everybody. CD was hurt. Um, who else was hurt? Everybody on the offensive line seemed like they were shuffling around like crazy. You know what I mean? We had Cooks that was hurt earlier in the season. You know what I mean? It's a lot of injuries going around the board. These dudes ain't no way they prepared to be physical. Like I said, the Eagles look like, they look like they prepare in the off season to just, fuck you up. You know what I mean? They just look like they do. They look like you couldn't hurt them. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't if you tried. I mean, you see dudes falling in the guy's legs. Like Lane Johnson will have a 340-pound man fall in his leg. And you bend over and tear his leg up, look like, jog off the field, come right the fuck back. And I'm like, God damn. And when we talk about the tush push or the fucking brotherly shove or whatever that play, it hurt them just as much as it hurt you. So in order to keep doing it, they do it all day. That shit hurt them too. And it hurt our defensive line. It hurt everybody's defensive line. That's why nobody want to guard against it, right? But it hurt them too. You know what I'm saying? So they prepared to do that. And to keep telling your quarterback to do that, that's letting you know they in the weight room doing some shit. When you look at motherfucking Saquon, all the carries he got this year, he over 2,000 yards. Saquon is a fucking problem. And his legs are still fresh. They still going. He still look like he can run like he just started the season. So there's definitely something wrong with the way we prepare. Not to go on a rant like that, but somebody brought that up. That was a good point. Good point. AKOYE, remember, young bucks don't have fathers like your sons around them with wisdom. That's for damn sure, man. That's for damn sure. These young boys. They out here wild, man, with no guidance, man, and that's wild. You know what I mean? I never seen it. These young boys now, like the what do you call them? The drippers. They don't even talk about money. They talk about getting high, dying, and killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want no money, no nothing. So yeah, they wild out here, man. They wild. On TV too. Oh man, I appreciate you. Oh, shout out to Reds Coit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna put a government out there, but shout out to Reds Coit, man. This computer, like I was gonna come back on with my laptop. I don't get my laptop good enough. But I did need a new computer. And for Christmas, man, Miss Santa hit me the fuck up. She hooked me the fuck up. I ain't gonna hold you. This computer crazy. I mean, it's some shit that I wouldn't have bought it for myself. It's like a crazy overkill gaming computer. I buy Power Game with Us, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it? Slate Mesh Game PC. The side of the bitch open. It got fans in the back of this joint. Look like a spaceship. So that's definitely dope. Somebody said I surviving the thrive. Oh, what's up? She said you should start a mentoring group. I can't start no goddamn mentoring group. I'll make your kids. The kids will be pissed off fucking with me. They already know. Yo, Chris. All right, I'll hit you in a minute. All right, Brody. Shout out to the Cowboys beat. That's the boy Chris from Cowboys beat. He just hit me up. I ain't want to go. I ain't want to do like no co-star this John because it's my first one back. It's crazy because Sweet. Oh shit. I don't need to hear myself in my ear though. It's crazy because Saquon is injury prone, and I'm sure he was going to get hurt at some point. But the Eagles O line makes it so he doesn't get touched too much. That's the power of O line, ain't it? Power of O line. But yeah, y'all don't want me mentoring your kids. I did that. I had a group called Mom Makers of Men. I mean, and it's like 28 together and start mentoring some kids. They did well. They did well. They ain't had dads. They did well. It was like, but I think it was the time for everybody that was like donating their time. It was like it was too much on everybody. But the parents didn't want to participate, didn't want to put the money up, no nothing. We was funding everything. So it's really like it's like, hey, it's like putting the ad in the paper to be everybody's stepdad. Like, yo, I want stepkid that and ain't no bunk. I ain't messing with your mama, but I want some stepkids. Like that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? No, it gotta be a trade-off, though. That's gotta be a rule. I think mentorship is cool. I had mentors. Shout out to all my mentors, Michael here, all my mentors that I had growing up. Yeah, shout out to my old head mentors like Sharab, he rest in peace. He just died this year. Marv, he just died this year. Shout out to all my mentors. But so they come in hand, and none of them matching my mom. I don't think. I hope not. Shout out to my mom. That was a joke. But. At the end of the day, I feel like mentorship is cool. I had mentors. Shout out to all my mentors, Michael here, all my mentors that I had growing up. Yeah, shout out to my old head mentors like Sharab, he rest in peace. He just died this year. Marv, he just died this year. Shout out to all my mentors. But so they come in hand, and none of them matching my mom. I don't think. I hope not. Shout out to my mom. That was a joke. But at the end of the day, I feel like it should be a rule though. Like mentorship, man, you should definitely get something more than a pat on the back and an award for that. Like, you know what I mean? If I should be able to talk to your mama. That's just the way. Like, where's your mama? That's and if she ain't right, I don't know if I could do it, man. I don't know if it's worth that. Where your mama at? Let me see. Let me see what your mama looking like. Pull up your IG, young boy. I miss you. Let me see what your mama looking like. You know what I mean? But that's about right. He said, Okoye, what we need for our team next year? Running back. We need. I think we like everybody, especially in our fan base. They go back and forth with this. We need talent. We don't need talent. We're a talented team still. I think we still a talented team. That's real facts. I think we need a different mentality. You can see what the mentality shift did on defense. Defense, I like how we look. Offensively, we still kind of trying to figure out what we want to do. Why the fuck we ain't had no identity? We still ain't got an identity. You don't know what the Cowboys want to do other than they're gonna throw the ball to CD, or they're gonna move the ball around. They're gonna what do we like to do? You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what Joe Burrow and Chase are about to do to you. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what Lamar and Henry is about to do to you. You know what they're going to on both sides. You know what they're about to do to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, they're going to run past you, run over you. And then when you get tired of that, they're going to start getting the ball behind you. And, hey, we never developed a personality offensively. So I think we need that. And that comes from coaching. I think we need a cultural shift. And that probably means my subconscious says Mike McCarthy's probably supposed to be gone. Because if I say that, that's what we need. We need a cultural shift. Now, could we use some maulers, a couple of more maulers? Yeah, I think Hoffman has done great. And if Hoffman's going to start next year, I'm cool with that, right? But if you gave me a 340-pound killer at right guard to go alongside a BB, and you gave me a Tyler Smith back at left guard, and you give me a Guyton that actually eats and a Steele, I don't know. Terrence Steele and Tyler Smith is like, y'all supposed to be the athletic, long, lanky, offensive tackle types, the ones who could just stay in front of the speed rushers, right? But I'm feeling that. Yeah, that's cool. But Terrence Steele is like, yo, you getting beat by the speed rushers and getting beat by the power rushers. So it's like, I don't know. Terrence Steele was an animal before that ACL. I don't know what the fuck he is now. But you pay these guys, you start paying these guys, they start playing like pussies, man. So I don't know. But I would say we definitely need a mentality shift offensively, and we need an offensive coordinator that's going to instill an actual identity. That would be the biggest thing you could do to this team, in my opinion. Other than that, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, it used to be. He said, yeah, it used to be old heads and put knowledge in them youngsters' head. Now you get shot trying to give them game. Not so much. Like I won't even front though. Like, well, just me. It depends on the old head. Like if you really from where you from and you really move a certain way, like youngers don't bother me. They listen to me. Like if I go up to some youngers, they'll listen to what I'm saying because they know I'm not coming from a solely Poindexter standpoint. Like I'm a nerd. I'm a hood nerd. Though. I'm from Richard. I'm from like the worst project here in Philly. So I'm a nerd, but I'll beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? But I am a nerd, and I wear that with pride. I don't got no problem with it. But so they'll listen to me because they're like, I can speak your language. You know what I'm saying? Most of these old heads now, they be so disconnected. You can't talk to. That's like it don't matter what race you are. You can't speak. You can't speak the lingo, and they don't resonate with you. You got a fat chance. And then you talking about some get a job. Get a job where? And then on top of that, the girls in this culture is crazy because they don't even. If you go do a poll, I watch people do a poll in Philadelphia, right, where they ask women like, "Would you rather have a dope boy or a guy that work at 5 but make 6 figures?" Dope. Everybody said dope boy. So what you think a young boy who trying like when y'all was young trying to get some, you was gonna do whatever the chicks around was accepting of, to get on, right? To get some, right? Youngers now is trying to get some. They ain't trying to hear no go work at fucking AMC theaters and shit, like so they can get clowned and not get none. You know what I mean? They want to be. Everybody want a trap star and a dope boy. The problem is, don't nobody have no hustle. Don't nobody have no business acumen, and all they end up doing is shooting shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they go get to be somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend in prison. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. But you know, I understand their mindset when it comes to not listening to certain people because they looking at it like the women that they're around and the environment that they're in don't even accept that. And y'all can't front. I don't know where y'all all from, but even if you're from Dallas or wherever you're from, right? I guarantee you've seen more people get parties for came home parties, just came home from prison parties, than you seen just graduated college parties. And it's just as many people are, I ain't gonna say just many, but it's a lot of motherfuckers graduating college. They shit about that. You don't get no love for that. I am say you don't get nothing. You know what I mean? You don't get nothing for that. But just come home, especially after being a gangster or you was whatever. Just come home and you're gonna get whatever you're supposed to get. So that's what the cultural shift is. I don't want to dig much into that because that's not a particular show about. Although, good point in bringing that stuff up because I'm bored, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm bored. I don't want to just sit and talk about football. Y'all gotta let me do my thing, man. I'm gonna talk football, but I'm also going on this channel. I'm going to start talking more about, like podcast topics too, especially during the off season or in my off time. That's just what I want to do. So be prepared for it. Yeah, I mean, because that's what I'm doing. Hold on, let me see. My connection is fairly good. All right, so let me know if my connection keep going in and out. I don't know if it is or it isn't because it just said my connection is good. All right. All right, we need a running game, that's for sure. Hold on. He said, AKOYE, it appears that we have 30 free agents this offseason. Which current players do you think we should keep? King Reezy. Who you, man? Reezy. You must be from Philly too, because that's like we do that. Actually, remember I was just talking about the shooting. Somebody who got shot was named Reezy. That's kind of crazy. So that's a Philly. That's like a Philly thing, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of Easies, Reezys, Keezies, all that type of shit. But anyway, what I was gonna say to you is I want to do a segment called like who stays, who goes. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm evaluating. I'm glad I haven't been on the scene because I haven't been telling you what I think of every player, but I'm evaluating everybody with film. So you guys will see that as we move forward. But right now, if I had to just pick from now, obviously the older guys that's long in the tooth can go. I don't have a list in front of me of who those free agents are, so I can give you that once I see what that is. But just off the top, I would say I can see that safety room getting younger. I don't care, and I know that Hooker and Wilson are not free agents, but I wouldn't mind if one of them got out of here. J. Lou's staying. I think he's under contract. I want him to stay. I think J. Lou is the best nickel corner right now in the league, in my opinion. With the way he approaches the run, the way he takes on blocks, the physicality, and the way he changes the game at and near the line of scrimmage at that nickel is crazy. Like he's small and a motherfucker. Like so, I think J. Lou is gonna get not a top contract though. So I wouldn't mind keeping J. Lou around here. Osa, do you pay Osa or do you pay Chauncey? I would pay Chauncey personally speaking, because is Chauncey as good a pass rusher as Osa? No. But all the things that Chauncey can do up and down the line of scrimmage, I think that you pay Chauncey and you let Osa go figure it out. That's just my opinion. And that's because what Osa isn't, Chauncey is, and that's a run stuffer. Chauncey can stop the run. If you put Chauncey next to Mozzie, and then you have some veterans behind him next year, I think Watkins should stay, but the three, and then you build around those three. I think that would be my choice. Not like I have a problem with Osa. I just think that Osa versus run is not it. You know what I mean? I don't think he's that guy versus run. So that would be a tough slide. I think you'll let Osa go personally, especially with all the money we got to pay out. Parsons, I think Parsons got to get paid this year too. So I would say let Osa go. Me personally, if it came down to Osa or Chauncey, I would let Osa go. I mean, I don't gotta agree with me, but that's how I feel. I'm from Texas, Doc. I came up listening to a lot of these East and West Coast hip hop. My homies gave me my name. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that's some Philly shit. I think Osa gets overpaid because the defensive tackle free agent group is really weak in the offseason. Yeah, I think Osa gonna get overpaid by somebody else though. He ain't gonna get overpaid here. The Cowboys they barely like that. You know what I mean? I don't think so. I don't think so. You said they keeping all three. Watch, maybe they do like to keep their homegrown players. They might show Osa some love if Osa showed them some love. You said it's crazy because Osa was playing nose tackle when he was at UCLA. Yeah, I like Osa because of that. Like he put his foot in the ground. He would definitely take on double teams all day, but not at this level. He can't. He can't play like this. So he had to change his game. But I think Osa would be better, honestly, in 3-4. If Osa was a 3-4 defensive end, not an outside linebacker, but a 3-4 defensive end, like a Casey Hampton type. You know what I mean? That's where he needs to play. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to be a three tech, personally speaking. I think Osa is a 3-4 defensive end. I think like a JJ Watt type. Like I think he would be a lot better in that position, personally speaking. Um, King Reeves, he said, who's the best athlete on our team? It's either Turpin, it's either Turpin, Mukwamu, um, or Wanye Thomas. Yeah, I mean, if it's not Micah Parsons, Micah Parsons is the best athlete in the league, in my opinion. Outside of Micah Parsons is one of those guys. Oh, and then I can't even front outside of Micah Parsons and Demo. Then you would name those other three guys. So I guess gave it to you. Micah Parsons number one, Demo number two. Then it's probably Wanye and Mukwamu and Turp. You can fight me on any one of those three. It don't matter which one you pick out of those three. But yeah, I think those are our best five athletes on the team. Period. Like overall athletes. Yep. Yo, Troy, yo, you come on here. You be talking shit every time you come away. He said, let's start with Boop and Clark. Go. Yo, you already know Clark can get the fuck up out of here. So Clark gone and Booth gone. I don't mind neither one of them out of here. That's crazy. Yeah, they gotta go. Isn't it time to pay Tyler Smith next season? Not quite. After next season, I think, right? Yeah. So coming into the season, no, I think this will be his fourth year, third or fourth year, right? So he get paid. They got that 5th-year option they usually put on those rookies. I think he got this the year after you got to pay him. Penn State finally created another Micah clone, and we won't get near him in the draft. I mean, they talk Micah clones. I don't believe you when you say that. The only way I think you create a Micah clone, you got to have a 6'3", 250-pound running back that you convert to defensive end or linebacker. And I don't see there's not another Micah Parsons. Like they try to say Nolan Smith was that. He ain't shit like Micah. You know what I'm saying? He fast as him, but not what Micah. So to like it's certain ways certain players are created. You ain't gonna get that again. It's like a perfect storm. Like Roy Williams. You ain't gonna get a lot of 6 foot 230-pound linebackers that can run like a deer and play safety. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get that many people that can do it. Sean Taylor's, there ain't that many of those. LeVar Arrington played running back in high school or whatever. So you're not gonna get that many guys that's like quick like that, but that big. You know what I'm saying? It don't happen. Slam Dundada. That's my daughter called me Dundada because I quoted Belly. I told her I said I'm the original Jamaican Dundada. She's like, Don Dundada. She just say Don Dundada when she see me and shit. She the only person call me that. Nah, Koye, his name is Abdul Carter. He's for real. We gonna see. We gonna see. Now y'all gonna make me pull this shit up. I don't want to pull it up right now because y'all gonna turn this into a long ass stream, and it's already been an hour. I'm supposed to be getting off here in a second, but I'm gonna look him up. Abdul Carter. I'm gonna check him out. Wayne's World for sure. Appreciate him though. He's bigger than Micah, but he's explosive still. We gonna see. We gonna see. It'd be a lot of these dudes. Then they was like, my collarbone. They break that shit as soon as they get in the league. It'd be over for them. You know what I mean, like I said, a lot of these young boys, they big, but they dumb. Are they big, but they bust? Yo, you know what's crazy? I do want to talk about, man. Since we talking about young dummies, man. They doing it to young boy Travis Hunter is crazy to me, man. That's why I should do a show on that. That's they turned my shit off as soon as I said that. Man, look at the YouTube police. They don't want me talking about trash. Crazy. They can leave Booth in Philly. Don't need don't need to have him back on the plane. Clean out his locker and mel whatever is in it. Yeah, he got smoked. Hold on. Who else? What up, Okoye? What's up? All right, I think I got everybody. But yeah, what's going on with Shorty? I was like, at first I'm like, yo, leave Trav and his John the fuck alone. Like he like that. He like her. It's cool. You know what I mean? But then it was like music video one, then another music video. Then the boy got her bent over with a fucking skirt on and the cheeks spread. And then it flashed back to me when she was like, and when Travis was like, I drive her, or she was like, he drive me to my parties and wait outside. I'm like, that's some gentlemanly shit to do. And I'm like, hey man, hey, all right, yeah, that means she ain't cheating on you because you outside, cuz. But I never thought about like the way young boys party and the way like the way the club go, man. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if I'm right outside, right? You can't be touching the floor if you no girl of mine. I don't give a fuck if you my side piece, my third piece, my fifth piece. You better respect my fucking ghost, dog. You can't be bent over touching the floor with your cheeks spread on nobody, dog. Like that's wild. And then letting somebody record it is even more wild. That's wild. Like you supposed to be chasing the cameraman down. He's supposed to have died that night. Whoever recorded that, if you was Travis Hunter girl, you was supposed to find that man. You supposed to kill him because ain't no way that footage supposed to get out. And then I'm on TikTok, and the bull who was at the music video, he like, listen, we don't know who Travis Hunter going to become. We ain't know who he was going to be. So he like, Shorty pull up to the music video with whatever the bull name is, Slim, whatever the fuck. They all got weird ass, Lil Bop, Swim, Slim, whatever, Thug, whatever name young boy got. But the rapper bull who video she was in, they pull up to the joint, and he like, Trav was with her, but this is 2-3 years ago. They don't know who he is yet. They said he waved like this. He ain't waved like, he ain't do that, John. He ain't do one of those. They said he waved like this. So he came up, he was waving like this. Boom. So that's you already just got your girl's cheeks clapped if you wave to another nigga like that. Number one. Already. They already know, like, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? I know she bored. Get him out of here. So you already got a clap just off of that alone. She getting clapped. But they said he pull off. He like, I'm going to go grab something from the store. I'll be back. Main man said, all right, he come back. He like, yo, you want to come in? Because he like, any other man want to check and see what's going on inside because your girl in here. Like, you want to see who in here. Like, let me make sure the scene's safe. Let me make sure ain't no Mickeys, nothing about to happen to you, nothing. He said, no, he ain't want to come in. He said, I'm like, he dare not go in there because that let me know what's up. But he ain't want to go in there. He said he stood outside, played basketball with the bull. And his girl was in there. He said they come out, and him and the bull who was occupying or playing wingman, distracting Trav, looked at the bull shooting the video. They gave each other a look like, you know what I mean? You know what that mean. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that mean he bombed or not, but I know it was a lot of inappropriate shit going on in the music video, what was on camera. So behind camera, I'm like, just the embarrassment of it. And I'm making fun of it because it's funny. But at the same time, in all seriousness, though, you only got one job if you traffic Hunter girl, man. Just don't embarrass the bull. That's it. Don't embarrass him. Whatever y'all do, y'all do. Even if he like that, you don't embarrass that bull, man. So the fact that he's dealing with that type of embarrassment, I had to say it, man. Like, you gotta let her go. You know what I mean? It looked like another love TKO over there, man. He got his ass whooped with that one. I can't take up for it. I was taking up for it when I saw the sideline shit, when I saw the shit at the autograph joint. I'm like, yeah, y'all don't know what those conversations about. Let that go. They young. But the music video shit and all that, you can't do that, man. You only got one job, man. Your one job, you fuck with me. Don't embarrass me. You embarrass me, or I feel like I can't hold my head high and walk next to you. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. I don't give a fuck what we did. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. The timeline is all over the place. First, they said all that happened before they got together in 2022. Then he said they've been together for 5 years. Oh, all right. So I could be wrong, but ain't no way that timeline, that part, what I just said can be wrong. Because Bull described the whole story. He described Travis Hunter too. So the rap video, John, is not, that's not beforehand. But even if it was beforehand, show me the white equivalent. Show me Peyton Manning's wife in a party. Show me any young white up and coming quarterback girlfriend in a party, cheeks clapping. Like, it don't happen. So You can't. I'm about to be that, and that's what that's what represent me. You can't represent me, nah. And I ran a strip club, so it's like I done seen the best of women, the best side of women, and the worst side of women. You know what I mean? And nah, I would tell Trav, nah, buddy, nah. But listen, the truth. Can I tell the story? Y'all, some of y'all might have heard this one. I don't know, but true story. I used to work at a strip club called Set It Off. Shout out to my old head Marv. Like I said, rest in peace, Marv. But I used to work for an old head that run a lot of bars in Philly, right? And I learned a lot working in strip clubs. But it was this young I used to work there. I ain't gonna say her name, but her dude, right? He remind me a lot of this Trav story, right? He used to come, he would pick her up, and when he pick her up, because she was bad, she cold in a motherfucker, right? But he'd come pick her up, right? And when he come pick her up, he'll look at us like, you know what I'm saying? Like we envy. And it looked like we envy. I'm not going to front. I understand how he was getting there with it. Because we always was watching him. Every time he came, it was a show. Every time he came to pick her up. And he thinking, the same way Trav was thinking, I pick her up from work. So I know she ain't doing nothing crazy. She just did stripping for the money. Because I pick her up every day, which is true. Right. I managed it, and I would work the lap dance rooms, meaning I would have to monitor what's going on, make sure everything's safe and copacetic, make sure the girls is copacetic in a lap dance room, right? This particular girl, we used to have to stop her. And I do mean stop her, not like, not like suggested. We would have to tell her, you ain't allowed to give no top. You ain't allowed to keep giving top in this lap dance room. You know that, right? You got to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got customers thinking that's what we do here. I don't know where you were stripping at, but you can't do that here, ma. You can't. We used to have to tell her that. People would give her a ride home whenever he didn't ride her home. She would just top people for riding her home. Shit like that. They didn't ask her. She would just do that shit. Hey, she make $1,000, a couple thousand a night, right? The fee to strip there, you had to pay a house fee. The house fee is $35. She would top people off to not pay the house fee. And me personally, I never shit where I eat. So I just never, I didn't do it. It's not my thing. So, but I would suggest to her, like, yo, you don't got, why are you, I think she just liked it. She just a nympho or something. Cause I'm like, why are you doing that? You made $1,000. I'm like, why don't you just pay the $35? You know what I'm saying? Just pay the money. You know what I mean? No. See what I'm saying? But this brings me to my point. Whenever she would get picked up by him, the first thing she would do, she would walk past all of us, dressed in her street clothes, and kiss this nigga in the mouth. And he would stare at us like we was envious because his girl bad as shit. And she was bad in the mouth. But she would kiss him in the mouth. And I'm like, damn, he think that we want his girl. And we just feel bad for you because she knows that we know that she be in here giving top. And she knows that we're watching her kiss you. So she is purposely disrespecting you every night that she kisses you in the mouth in front of us. Because she knows what we know about her that you definitely don't know, buddy. And that's how I feel about Trav. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. So yeah, I think you better let it go, dog. That's what I tell my son, man. You gotta let it go, bro. You gotta let that go. You know what I mean? You gotta let that go. Think about it, making me laugh, man. That's fucked up, man. Sadiqa, she said, I knew it was him, AKOYE. My daughter calls him Travis, Shay, Nana clone looking crazy, man. That boy said, cameraman, the cameraman should have died. What's up, boss? He said, that cameraman should have died that night. Yeah, that's facts, man. She can go further up the skirt than you can with the pants there. That's facts. That's facts, bro. Again. He said, then again, maybe Hunter pimp hand stronger than we know. Hey, maybe it is. I don't know. You know what I mean? But he should run. Don't marry her, though. He's such a chill kid, too. Hate he's surrounded by those types. Hopefully, Prime protects him. Prime can't protect that grown man, man. He grown. He grown, man. He grown. And he a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Taurus, we love hard as hell, man. So worst thing a Taurus could do is love a hoe. You loving a ho-ho? Not like she got a pass. I'm talking about a hoe. You in trouble. You in trouble, bro. You seen what CD did with his girl? Yeah, that's CD. That was player. CD play. He said, "Give me that. Don't touch my fucking phone." He was dead serious. Uh, can't get meat where you at. Get your bread. I don't know what that means. Oh, he said can't get meat where you get your bread. Oh, that's facts. Yeah, that's facts. You can't get the. I never heard that said that way. Like can't get the meat where you get your bread. What that mean? But I understand what you're saying. Don't shit where you eat. Wait until he gets to the NFL. If he don't wake up, he's in for or he's done for. I mean, he's in for a rude awakening. Yeah, he's the next Bryce Young. I don't know if he's the next. What happened to Bryce Young? I don't know. Yeah, CD was playing with it though, but that was wild, man. So yeah, I did want to talk about that. I was like, damn, I need to get back on. I need to get the studio finished so we can talk about it. You know what I mean? She talking about he looks like Shanae. Oh, Martin Lawrence Okoye. Oh, I get you now, Shanae. Yeah. He do look like Shanae a little bit. But you know who he looked like? He looked like a boy I went to high school with, honestly. Boy played safety for us, man. Rodney McCarter. Yeah, he looked just like him. They look like brothers, actually. Damn, it's bad when she already advertising before he drafted. She sound like a complete run through. Ah, man. I don't know, man. I just know it don't look good for him. You know what I'm saying? It don't look good for him. And then his mannerisms when they talking, like I already peep game when like if your chick got if she a personality and she already was a personality on TikTok or something like that before were you, I can understand it. And even if she doing that and you not in the videos, cool. When they start doing the couples TikToks with the matching pajamas and shit, I'm like, it's young boys, and maybe you're right. I do need to start a mentorship. You're right. You're right. See, I just thought about it before you saw that shit. But you're right. Young boys don't get it, man. They don't understand. Like, listen, if you talking to a chick, right? They know. See, chicks gonna shit test you. They're gonna test you anyway. And they'll let you play yourself. But you be thinking because she letting you be you and be free that she ain't judging that. They judging that. If a chick can get you to wear like she ain't gotta fight you to get into the matching pajamas and matching clothes and the whole public displays of affection and shit like that, if she can get you to do certain shit, she knows she couldn't get her first option to do it. She know the bulls that she really likes. She can't get them to do that. You want to hold hands with a player, nigga? Get the fuck out. They not gonna hold your hand. Or you want to wear matching pajamas with somebody that's a trap star or a dope boy, something? Hey, man, you don't get the fuck out of here. It's not gonna happen. They know that. So if she say, "Hey, you want to wear the matching pajamas," and you wear them, and then you on camera, when I saw him on camera with the matching pajamas and doing all that, I already knew it was like, yeah, this ain't gonna end well because he too pliable. Like he gonna do whatever she want him to do, and that's bad for a guy. You know, you don't want to be that pliable when it comes to women. And I'm not saying be an asshole. I'm just saying they don't want you to listen to everything they say, even though they want you to. They gonna ask you to listen to everything they say, but they don't want you to really listen to everything they say. That's weird, you know. But that's how it is. And if you listen to everything they say, and they can get you to do whatever they want with no challenge, you are like a dead mouse to a cat. You're done. It's over. There's nothing you can do, and it's just dried up on you, brother. And I think that's what happened to Trav, man. But he'll figure it out. I hope. I hope. I hope. But yeah. Anything else football related y'all want to ask? Go ahead, hit me up with it, man. But I'm definitely gonna do a whole episode on that. I gotta pull that one out the woodwork, man. Travis needs to listen to some Patrice O'Neal and Tom Likas. I don't know Tom Likas, but Patrice O'Neal definitely listen to some Patrice O'Neal. Rest in peace, Patrice. But I don't know Tom. I never heard of Tom Likas. Never heard of him. What's up, Stevie Mac? What's up with you, man? But yeah, it's wild, man. I feel bad for him. It's like every week some shit coming out, and that's why he didn't play good in that bowl game either, man. He said, "Bro, you have to add reaction videos to your skills. You killing it. A new channel. I don't want to do another. I don't know why I don't want to build up another channel. It's like knowing that I got to start one from scratch. I don't be feeling like doing it, bro. If I'm doing something, it's gonna be right here. I'm doing this. AKOYE media. This ain't AKOYE football. So I'm gonna do everything right the fuck here. I just do it at a certain time and put that shit out at different times. But whatever I'm putting out right here until somebody else is like gonna build a channel up and man that shit for me, man. But we gotta holler. You gotta call me, man. I'm back, so it's time to get back on some shows and shit. I want to come on the final word and all that. Shout out to Boss Cowboy, man. He always throwing some crazy shit on his channel. and he be ambushing me too. Yo, you cold blooded, man. Last time I was on your channel, I think you had me and Big Game James about to rumble, man. I'm like, yo, you set us up, man. You be setting me up for like he one of them ones, right? You know, he's a cold blooded instigator, man. Because he'll bring you somewhere. Like he one of the ones that like he know he if he know you can fight or something, he gonna take you somewhere, and then he gonna start his shit so you can showcase your talent, so to speak. Because he'll bring me somewhere just to whoop up on people, man. And I like it though, so I ain't gonna front. But you know, that's what he do. He don't even tell you. I'm like, I ain't even know I was arguing with nobody today. He don't even tell you in a debate. He don't tell you arguing or nothing. You just in that bitch. That's crazy. But I gotta come on your show, man. I gotta come on your show. I'm gonna come fuck with you. I said, yeah, I gotta be a Stegosaurus with women have a backbone. I never heard that one, but that's a fact. You better have a backbone. Yeah. Or somebody gonna be breaking her back. That's wild, man. That's fucked up, man. But that's a true story from the strip club, man. She used to every day kiss this man in the mouth, man. I remember that. She'd kiss him in the mouth, and I'm like, you know how much top she done gave today, bro? I don't know if he liked it or not. Maybe that's what you into, bro. Maybe that's why you looking. I don't know what he was looking for, but it's like, damn, that hurt, bro. That hurt my heart. That made me say, like, yo, sheesh, you don't even know your perspective. Like, he thought he was the man. God damn. He thought he was the man, man. And you gotta yank her out the lap dance room. And she was bad. So it's like, she don't have to do what she do. I used to tell her, like, yeah, you know you ain't gotta do that, right? She tried me a couple times. I'm like, nah, you ain't gotta do that. Just pay me the money for the night. I'm cool. Drive her home. I look at her, she look at me. I look at her, she look at me. I drove her home a couple times and I look at her, she look at me, she look at me like, I'm like, you home. Get the fuck out the car. She waiting for me to, pull my slam out. So I'm like, yo, it's bad, man, because it's like she ain't had to even do. She just like doing that shit. So it's like, that's bad, man. That's bad. That's bad. And if you don't know, it's like it's dudes that's taking chicks to fucking the most expensive restaurants ever, Steak 48, all that. So they smash buying bags, all tricking, all that, right? And then it's for every boy that's thinking that bad, Joan, you gotta go to Steak 48, you gotta do all this extra shit for certain women. If a chick like you could take her to Chipotle or McDonald's, or you could take her nowhere. You could be right where the fuck you at, anywhere. She gonna bang with you because she like you. If you gotta take her to all these Roof Chris, Steak 48, you do that if you like the joint and you with her, yeah, do it. But if you have to do it, or you think you have to do it, then you ain't one of them ones, man. Hey, I'm just telling you, you ain't one of them ones, man. Crazy, man. Crazy. But I'm gonna stop. All right. Dave, what's good? He said, congratulations on the new crib. Yeah, appreciate you. He said, AKOYE Mike McSorry has to go. Mike McCarthy, I guess. McSorry. Yeah. I was there for that one. I don't remember. You'll like Tom Lee because he went super hard on the radio waves teaching men the game. Yeah. Nah, we need some more club stories. I got you. What's good, AKOYE? Cowboy politics. What's up? Sadiqa said, AKOYE Travis is whipped, taking his girl to the club and sit in the car until she comes out party. Yeah. That was that. Yeah, that's real crazy. That's real crazy, bro. Because you got to think about. I don't think he's thinking about what the club or what parties are actually for. And that's what you got to ask yourself these questions. What do women and men go to the bar for? What do men go to the bar for? Men will tell you in here, what do we go to the bar for? We want to hang out with the homies. We might go to a bar, but we probably going to a cigar lounge or to their crib. Or we go to play video games. Something it's just about camaraderie. Are we going to go play paintball? Are we going to go play basketball? Are we going to go to the gun range? Are we going to go hunting or some shit? Just if it's about male bonding. We don't go to the bar to get drunk solely to bond. We might be there with our homie to watch our back, and that's a bond. But we there, and the main thing a man asks when we about to go out, like, is it talent in there? Meaning, is there some chicks in there that we want to look at? You know what I'm saying? So that's what we in the bar for. What are women in the bar for? They ain't there to dance with each other. If they tell you we just like to dance with each other, no, 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 no. Everybody at the bar is shopping for the opposite sex or the same sex, depending on the type of bar you at, right? But that's what they are shopping. So if your chick need to be in the bar or the club, not every once in a while, yeah, you might want to check your star player, go out, see what's up every once in a while. But if she gotta be in that joint, she gotta be in the bar to the point where you gotta go and sit outside. If it's that deep, then it's no. Like if I said I'm going to sit outside, if I say I'm even going to a club or a bar that a chick that I'm fucking with going to, or my chick going to, she don't even want to go. You're like, oh no, fuck that, because this nigga gonna come tear this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Nah, yeah. And then on top of that, if you is going, like, it better be like one of your, we 40 though, so it's like it better be one of your homies' birthdays or some shit like that, and you going to support and you come fuck home. You know what I mean? But to be in the club, shit, that's crazy. As a young boy, nah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't sit outside my girl in there. No, couldn't do it. And I managed bars and strip clubs, so couldn't do it. No, I couldn't do it. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That hurt my feelings for the young boy though, because he gotta get it. But yeah, appreciate you, Dave. To meet women, yeah, that's exactly what men there for. They is not there. They ain't there to chill with each other. That's for damn sure. They there to meet women. And if your woman is there to be met, and they're the ones choosing. So why your chick at the club choosing when you are Travis Hunter? That is wow. Chili cold, man. That's wow. That's wow. Steve, ain't no people going to Xfinity Live looking to eat crab fries at Chickies and Pizza, AKOYE. You already know, but but see, yes, there are though. There's a few, right? Is that one motherfucker that's in the corner or that's chilling dolo? You know what I'm saying? Me, I go to the club by myself, and I go just because I'm sitting, not a club, but like a bar. I go sit, have a drink, eat, and leave. I really will, but I won't front though. When I do that, chicks be choosing. I ain't gotta say shit. Somebody gonna say something to you. Somebody gonna send you a drink, or somebody gonna sit next to you and start a conversation, right? So it's still gonna happen. So it don't matter. I am crazy enough. I go to the movies by myself though. I don't give a fuck. I like being by myself. Yeah, I mean, I really do. I know everybody though. I'm popular enough, but I don't like being around motherfuckers. Probably because I read people real easy. I don't like people, and I know what I'm gonna do. And I come from a family and a bunch of old friends, not new friends, old friends I grew up with that's criminals. So I don't be wanting to hang out with criminals. I don't want to hang with you, man. Like my cousins, I won't get in the car with my cousins to save my life. Because when we first came home, they say, hey, bro, if cops get behind us, I'm throwing it. I'm like, what? Say what? Nigga, get the fuck out of my car, bro. I don't want to ride nowhere with you. And you're not riding nowhere with me, but I damn sure not getting behind no car that you behind the wheel of. It's not gonna happen. Not the people I know. And then, you got people who, done time and done do a lot of crazy shit. I don't know who don't like you. I ain't trying to get shot with you, bro. I love you. Come to the house, maybe. I might go to yours, maybe, depending on what we doing. But I ain't standing outside with you, and I damn sure ain't driving nowhere with you. Because I know what I'm going to do. I don't know what you about to do. So fuck all of that. No, I don't like hanging with people because of that. I've been in a lot of shit, and most of it had nothing to do with me. Most of the fights, most of the real heavy shit I ever been in, it wasn't because I started it. I don't do shit. I don't get into nothing. So I don't like being around people. So I will go out by myself. So some people do that. But, it is what it is. He said, dude is like Forrest Gump. Damn, that's fucked up. All right, I haven't said enough. I'm done for real. I've been done probably like 30 minutes ago before we got into the trav shit. I'll give y'all some more club stories, I guess, next time we get on this joint. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna do segments that's like reacting to certain shit because it's a lot of shit going on. Oh no, I got one more, man. Got one more. Remy Ma and motherfucker Pat Pooh's joint crazy too. That ain't got nothing to do with football though. But I'm like, oh no, it got something to do with boxing though. She apparently mad at the joint Clarissa Shields because Pat Poos is fucking with her. You know what I mean? But I'm like, the boy she was talking to, like the way Remy went out is like she went out bad. But that show you, right? And this is what the reason I brought her up, and the reason I'm gonna bring up Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and who else? There's a few other. Oh, Johnny Depp. All these dudes. They are wealthy. Travis Hunter, one of them too. They wealthy people. They rich people. right? So let's tell you what the landscape of modern dating is right now and marriages right now. If a couple billionaires and millionaires can't keep their chick happy or can't even keep their chicks, unless you got natural charisma or a natural ability and you really was the one she was, it's gonna be tough out here for a lot of people, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it's tough out here for a lot of people. But shout out to the dudes like Trav and Pat Poos and them type dudes, man, because women be saying they want good men, and those are the good ones. But look at how they get done dirty, and what type of message do that send to other current good men that's young and coming up? They be like, never gonna be me. I know every time I seen Money kiss his girl, I said, man, I go home. At the time I was married, I had my ex-wife at the time. I go home, I'm like, man, I go home just look at her like, you filthy motherfucker. She didn't do nothing. you filthy motherfucker. I know you did something. I know you did something. Because it's like, I know he had no clue. So it's like, every time somebody look at that, it set an example. It set an example, man. It set an example. And look at it. You got somebody here talking about Pat was not good. Pat was not good. See, and this is the problem right here. Women will always justify their girlfriend's bullshit. Men don't do that. We don't. If you do some nut shit and you on nut shit, we gonna check you on nut shit. Just because you my homie don't mean you ain't on nut shit. Just because you a man don't mean you right. But with women, it's always the man was wrong. He did something. You know what I mean? He did something to bring it on. A woman could tell you, like the Tia Mowry John, I wasn't happy. The nigga wasn't happy. Why you think men cheat? You think men cheat because they glad at home? But women would be like, I wasn't happy, and they allowed to cheat because they wasn't happy. But if a man cheat because he wasn't happy, he's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But a woman do it, it'd be like, you go, Stella. You know what I mean? Get that. So that's it. But I'm a jump back on here probably a little later on the late night to probably break down some film or something like that, man. I love y'all. I have fun doing this, John. Y'all know I like being by myself. I've been sitting here talking technically to y'all, but to myself, you know what I mean, for about an hour and 37 minutes. So I'm gonna go get something to fuck to eat, chill for a second, and I'll get back on in a minute. It seemed like y'all like these topics, though, so I'm gonna start fucking with it though. But this one wasn't for that. So just wanted to say I'm back. I hope y'all like the new studio. Let me see. Let me show you a little bit of shit. All right, got my sauna over here. I'm setting up. So my sauna will be done in a minute. I don't want to pull this cord out. But my studio looking good, man. Got my books, got my sauna, got my guns, got my knives, got, all kinds of shit going on here, man. So appreciate it. I love this space, man. Love the space. Let me show you this fucking spaceship ass computer, too. This shit crazy. It's like a fucking spaceship, man. Don't worry about the gloves, you know what I'm saying? But spaceship crazy, man. Crazy. But yeah, I'm out of here from my garage. Ghost. Hold up. Damn. Y'all always do this to me, man. Got a super chat. Glad to have AKOYE back. Support if you can. Y'all definitely got to support, man. Like, listen, I'll get money other ways. Y'all know I ain't like poor and no shit like that. But shout out to those who are, ain't no problem. But pay this motherfucker, man. I've been doing this shit for 8 years. Start paying me, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all be tripping. I be getting paid from other shit. I'm like, motherfuckers pay like they weigh other shit. I'm like, man, I've been doing this shit forever. Y'all better start fucking paying like you weigh. Y'all crazy. The dating game is freaking a mess, man. You got jobless people who look like trolls thinking they deserve some person who make $500K a year. I think what that is though is women really can't count. I don't think a lot of women can count. And I'm not trying to be a chauvinist. I'm just saying. I think that when they be saying these numbers, they going off of just what they would want in their ideal imaginatory world. They're not actually factoring in their own budget, like what they really need a man to make. I think that's more so what it is. I don't think it's nothing that crazy, you know what I'm saying? But you know what it is. I look at it like men even. Like if we knew how we wanted to move out here, how we wanted to step, then it would be different. And I think if women require different things, men would have to move a little different too. But we can get into that, like I said, at a different time. I really am hungry. I'm getting the fuck up off here. All right. Love y'all. I'm out.